Welcome back to another episode of Potty Magic. I'm very, very excited for this episode here. Two of my favourite people going round. One is the reigning Doig medalist, and one is the biggest smoker chance since fucking Shane Woden for the Brownlow this year. I've got Sean, Darcy, and Blake Cakers. Yes, bring up that song. Welcome, boys. Welcome.
Potty Mag.
Thank you for coming on down.
No worries.
What's been going on?
No, not much, mate.
You can stop looking at my run sheet.
We're on our 4-day break now, so
got a bit of time off, which
yeah,
is
I know.
good.
And they've been pestering me like flat out to get on the podcast going, when is our episode? And I said, it's all right. I've got a few to do before you guys. I managed to squeeze you in. So, yeah, it's good. But no, thanks for coming.
thanks for finally to get us on.
How's the year going? So, like, we only just were chatting for 5 minutes just then. We didn't get to ask anything. How's it all going? Absolutely crushing it, both of you.
Yeah, we're playing some good footy as a team at the moment, which is really good. Blake's playing really good footy, which has been super. So, no, it's exciting. I feel like we're getting into a groove a little bit and we're all finding our feet, which is really good.
No, it's been like, and I think like some people have been a little bit surprised, but like really, I'm not that surprised because, you know, you guys are putting in so much work in the off season, like, and all of you, like half the guys were down here at some point for a couple of sessions and you're doing loads of other, you know, stuff from the club in the pre-season to get you going, which was awesome. But Blake, how's your form, mate?
Oh, no, it's been all right. Mate, I just had a good off season. I had a real clear focus going into the year about my role and what I can bring to the team, and just been trying to bring that each week. And I think as a group we've all improved a bit. So especially with my role within the team, it becomes a lot easier when everyone else is playing well.
Yeah, exactly right. And everyone, I've had some messages going, what the fuck did I do to you in the off-season? I said, he just took 2 goes through the factory. That's all I said. He just took 2 rounds through.
I didn't go to the ice cream club as much.
Stay away from the ice cream.
Oh, good. Well, before we go any further, congratulations on the Potty Magic.
Oh, yes.
That was awesome. Take it home with you. That's yours. Pop it in.
Thanks,
There's a bigger cup coming, which is great. I can't wait for the big one. Tell us about that game. How was that? What a game for me to be over for. That was unbelievable as a spectator.
Yeah, it was a great game to be a part of. We really got tested in the first half. We weren't playing our best footy, and then in that third quarter, it was a lot of fun. The boys were playing some super footy, and then the energy and the vibe around the group was really good.
It was pumping. Well, I was sitting with Luke's family up in the Melbourne members bit, so I had because I was like,
Melbourne scarf on.
I had the hat on, right? I wasn't, and I was inside. Of course, I'm a fucking Dockers supporter, right? So anyway, so I'm sitting there, had my jersey on underneath, and I didn't really celebrate it all the time. I'm sitting there like this. It's been like the last 10 minutes, I went down the fence, and I'm going, fucking yes!
After the game, we were running around, getting around all the fans, and I've come back and I clicked. I was like, Potty Mag said, I got to get around him. So everyone's walking underneath to sing the song. And I'm like, Sean, we've got to find Potty Mag. So I said, I swear I seen him over there.
I didn't know how you saw him. I was like, are you sure he's over there?
Well, I was because you said you're like, I'll get there early. So no worries. So I was there early anyway. So I'm sitting at the fence, and then everybody else has come out for a warm up. I've seen all that. Where's Blake? Didn't see. I went, is he playing? You don't warm up?
No, I don't warm up.
He doesn't warm up.
Really? Is that every game?
Yeah, I started it probably last year. Because I'm a bad cramper, like late games. So
you just don't want to do too much before you actually need to.
Yeah, I save my tickets. So because a few guys do. You do about 1 to 2 Ks out there warming up before the game.
Yeah.
Which is like 45 to an hour before the game. And I wasn't getting like much out of it, I don't think. So I spoke to like Dave Mundy, gave me a few tips. He doesn't go out either. So me and him just stay in. He cranks his tunes. He puts his playlist on for 5 minutes.
What's he playing?
Like rock sort of stuff, like
is it
headbanging stuff,
like Triple M stuff? Yeah, like all the old school rock bangers.
The old school stuff,
yeah.
So I stay in the room.
So you're sitting in there with him listening to fucking rock music now.
Yeah, get a massage and go have a little kick with him while he's banging his head. I'm just like, yeah, sweet.
Well, it's obviously the secret. It's working well for you. So
I do me 3 run-throughs, then I'm good to go. But we heard you were over there, and over there was the other side of the ground.
It was legitimately
the opposite side to LA.
The problem with the MCG is that it's sectioned off, so it's in quarters. So I couldn't go around, as in there's gates, you can't get around the seating. So I was sitting there, I was going, fuck, and I was in the least densely populated Fremantle supporter sort of section of the whole ground. So I was like, fuck, anyway, but then you come screaming over, and that was good banter. That was good. I appreciated that big time. That was fucking funny. And how's the hammy going? All good?
Yeah, it's going all right.
Better than expected?
Yeah, well, I was at the time... I thought I was in a bit of strife there for a minute, and you have some bad thoughts go through your head. Your team's going well, you don't want to be out of the side. So, the scan was quite positive. So I'll definitely
tears and we'll be good to go.
I'll move on now.
Has that been brought up? No,
I was more upset about missing out on my 4-day break. I
think the only one that was going that might have had a bit of a sigh of relief was fucking Andy Brayshaw. So he stopped stealing votes off you, mate. Honestly, I'm pushing on every AFL page. If you look under it for any Brownlow talk, Blake Brownlow.
I do see that. It's everywhere. I'm absolutely no chance.
And Sean, you've been doing a bit of radio as well on Triple M. How's that going?
Yeah, it's good fun. Yeah? Started off start of this year, just once a week going there, talk a little bit of footy, a little bit of stuff that's going around, and I think it's improving my ability to speak in front of the media, which wasn't my strong suit at the start.
No swearing or anything.
Exactly. Trying to keep it PG.
Yes, anyway. Yeah, nice. And how you feeling? How's your body feeling?
Yeah, body's good, touch wood. Yeah. Feeling really good, feeling ready to attack the last half of the season.
Yeah, and happy with how you're playing as well at the moment and everything?
I think I was a bit inconsistent early. I think the last couple of weeks I found some form. So, just about being consistent for the last half of the year.
Yeah, wicked. Well, we're going to take a quick little break here. Then we're going to go into like how we know each other a little bit and some of the training that we did and a couple other little fun bits in just a sec. So a little bit of background of, I guess, how we know each other and how we sort of started training. So I started training Sean 3 years ago, maybe just over 3 years ago. Yeah, when he came in with Brandon.
Yep.
And we did a couple, little pre-season build-up, pre-season thing build-ups. And then I guess Blake saw how good Sean was going and thought better get on the same fucking thing. Yeah,
not exactly.
And I guess what do you remember from like the first kind of couple of sessions that we were doing? What was the motivation to come down, number one, and two, what do you remember from like the first few sessions?
I remember me and Brandon, we landed from Europe and we had a good stint, about 25 days in Europe, which was a lot of fun. But
in great condition, training every day.
We weren't in the best condition, and I was like, we need to catch up, get some fitness going and things like that. So I remember rocking down we had a group session on the hill the first time, and you were getting into us a bit because we weren't flying at this stage. We were blowing pretty hard. So, but I just kept coming back because I enjoyed it. It's fun. You push us hard and not too serious, which is...
Well, what I always remember from like early on was like, because you had a bit more to your frame as well, but man, you were so impressive with everything you could still do. You could still do, early on chin-ups, fucking, you were running, you were sprinting, you're on the bike banging out the quickest, person in the bike sort of stuff. It was unreal. So, it's been such a great sort of improvement, getting better and better each year as you go on through, but it's been good. And then Blake obviously came down. What was your motivation to come down?
Well, hang out with Big Sean.
I don't know if you remember, we met at Suited that one time.
Yeah. I do remember that.
Talk about that.
We had a good time.
We hit it off that night.
Yeah.
Had a fun night.
So much, I think they said, boys, you've had too much fun.
I think that's exactly what happened. And then, 2 days later, I thought I'd roll in, a little bit dusty still, and get to work, and then,
And that was it.
Yeah, I thought it's good. For me, it's you have a bit of fun with it as well, and we you work our ring holes off for us and get a lot out of it. Like we get it done first thing in the morning. Work hard. You make us work hard every time, whether or not we're feeling up to it or not. We still get a heap out of it. So
fucking oath.
And it's only like an hour and a half, but we feel like we get a lot out of it.
Yeah,
tick everything.
It's
off.
also just like a different sort of thing of fitness as well that you guys are doing to like what you regularly do. The whole time during the year, just adding a couple, little extra bits and that. So no, it's good. I love training. It's my favourite sessions whenever I come and banging out something horrendous. So good. It's the best. I've got some questions that a couple of people sent in. So answer them. We'll go Sean first, then Blake. Who's your favourite footballer growing up?
Mine was Brad Ottens or Paul Chapman.
I was a West Coast fan growing up, so Ben Cousins I loved.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Love that. Yeah, very good. And if you weren't playing footy, what would you be doing?
Probably be at uni, finishing my accounting degree.
Yep. How's that going? How deep into it are you now?
I'm about 13, 14 units in, so...
Yeah, sweet.
About just a bit over halfway.
Big Swag's numbers. Big Swag. Exactly. Big Swag's accounting firm.
I wouldn't trust him.
I'll save some money.
What should we be doing?
I'd probably be. I'll put in for me. What was it cadet sing for the police force? I'd probably be doing that.
Yeah, sweet. Because your mum's
old man's a cop,
yeah, right. And you just had the round just gone for all the service.
Yeah. They had that. Just saying thanks to the police force, really.
Yeah.
It's
responders.
Next one, someone sent in. Who's the best PT you've ever worked with? This is just what's written. It's just what's written down. Sorry, it's what people have sent in. It's what people have sent in.
This bloke, Dano,
Fuck off. All right, next question. Who's your hardest opponent you've ever played on?
Max Gawn or Aaron Sandilands in my first preseason.
Yep. Wicked.
Probably Tom Scully. Back in the days, the hardest runner I ever played.
Really? Is that right?
Yeah.
Just up and down?
Yeah, about probably 5 years ago when I was back first playing started on the wing, and he'd always just get 5 metres on me either way. So yeah, he was the toughest.
Question 6, Sean, why didn't you give Body Magic a mention in your Doig medal speech?
I'm pretty sure I did.
This is written down.
I said thanks to we had a big pre-season with Body Magic. So
just make sure next year that one's in there as well. All right. What is there like? An iconic story of your career so far that you go, fuck, that was like either a great moment football-wise that you're a part with, or a funny sort of thing, or like anything like that? Can you think of any stories?
I can probably say my worst moment in my footy.
Well, that's probably what I'm more after, is like the worst, actually. Yeah, I want the worst, yeah.
We were at the Saints, we used to play, we have a game in China every year.
Yeah.
And they had I think it was like a 3-year deal. This is our first ever game in China. They make a heap of money off it. So it was one of our home games. We were going all right this time of year. I think we were top of the ladder at the time. Maybe 4-1 or something, or 5 or 4-2. Going into Port. We should have played at Etihad, but we were playing in China. Yeah. We flew like 3 days or 4 days before the game to go to China. It's like 2 flights there. And I felt real crook the night before that we were flying. And I got up in the morning, I'm like, haven't really slept much. Had a few coffees, started feeling better. Got to the airport, feeling all right. Had a few Panadol. Got on this plane. There's like 26 of us going. I'm in my 4th year or something at the time. And then everyone got business class seats except for me and this other guy. And I'm feeling like sick as. And they got guys like first year players with business class, and guys not even like emergencies.
On a long haul flight as well.
12-hour flight.
And you're like, you're pretty tall. So it's
this is the start of it all. And then I'm already still, I'm heading downhill again. And one of the young guys comes up to me and goes, have my seat. I'm like, thanks, mate, appreciate it. Straight away, straight up to the front of the plane. Lay down, and I just start sweating before this flight takes off. I'm like, this is going to be a long flight. Yeah. So I'm talking to the doc. He gives me some sleepers and stuff, and couldn't even sleep. I was already getting real sick. So we land in China, Shanghai, get off the plane. I'm been dripping sweat the whole time, runny nose, no idea what's wrong with me. And then we're walking through
you
customs.
Started COVID, didn't you?
I was COVID. And then next minute, we're walking through towards where you give your passport and you get let out of the airport. I get grabbed by about 5 guys in these hazmat suits. And I'm I can't even move. I'm yelling at the team doctor, Barbs, Tony. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. Got put in this room for about 10 minutes, got my bloods done, all this. I pulled up on when the swine flu was going around, they had the infrared heat scanners, and I blew up red as amongst all
just
these
people.
Just
a big red blimp, yeah.
So then, for the next 4 days, I didn't leave my room, and no one wanted to see it. Everyone started getting got food poisoning. No one wanted to see anyone, and we lost about, I think 6 or 7 players before the game.
I think I do remember hearing that there was that went through for one of the, because they don't do it anymore, do they?
Nah, this is the last time they ever did it.
Yeah.
So everyone got sick from food poisoning, but no one wanted to spend time with me. I was going to the doctor.
So you're there just dying on your own.
I remember sitting down with the doctor on day 2 in China. I hadn't left my room. I said, mate, I'm about to jump off the balcony. Sort me out here. Give me something. And so I was I went down to go get dinner one time. I seen everyone just spurt away from me, run away. They all went upstairs, started eating dinner. I'm I'll go back upstairs. And then, I started feeling pretty good.
But that wasn't because you were sick, though. You know that. That
was just no way.
This is the room.
Yeah, but
couldn't be your personality. Nah.
So day of the game, I'm actually feeling all right. I'm about 6 kilos lighter than what I first got there at. Mm. And then I go, I'll come to the game, because I was going to stay there for that 4-day break after. And they were like, yeah, you can come to the game, but you got to get your own way. We don't want you on the team bus. Like, even the team doesn't want me there. Like, no one wants me nowhere near anyone. So I'm like, all right, yeah, you got to come to the game, then you can fly back up. We'll fly you straight back afterwards. I'm like, all right, easy. It's like, you got to get an Airbnb. Oh, an Uber. Get your own taxi in Shanghai. So I'm sitting in this taxi, like, well, it's like, Shanghai's a pretty scary joint. Like, in a taxi on the way to this game, he pulls out front of the stadium. I've got my suitcase and like all my luggage. I'm like, where do I go now? Like, guys with guns and rifles walking around. I'm just like walking around this China by myself. Like, I haven't left my room yet. First time.
Oh my god!
Get to the game. I find everyone. I have to sit by myself, and then like half time, we flew to emergencies who just got in that night. They were like with me. We just like walked around the game, and then I think our skipper broke his leg that game as well. So we lost our skipper his first game back, and we had like 4 guys get injured. And then, I had to fly back that night. I had to get a taxi to the airport. And then I got on the plane. I had a spare seat next to me. I like, nailed it, going to lay down, have a nap. Like, no one next to me.
Big sumo wrestler.
No, this old lady comes to sit next to me and says, can I sit next to you? I don't want to sit next to those guys. And I'm like, oh, not really. She ends up sitting next to me and she sleeps on me the whole flight back.
No.
Oh, man, I was devastated. Anyway,
oh my god! And again, that is literally just how COVID started.
That was
back then, so it's
first
just
COVID patient.
Yeah, number one. Fuck, that is tragic.
It was the worst. Yeah, worst 6-7 days of my life.
And then when you came back, how long did it take you to feel better after you got back?
I played we had a bye, so I had the week off, and then I played that next game. I was still a bit lighter, and I was cramping for a bit. But,
it would be.
I was pretty good when I got back.
That's horrendous. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. And I booked the Airbnb. I booked to stay there for 4 days. The boys went there, and it was apparently like not what the Airbnb looked like on the photos.
It's just
They've all rocked up, and I'm messaging the owner of the Airbnb saying, boys, I didn't want to make him say we're not staying there. Like, we're loving it. It's all good. The boys had left already and staying somewhere else, and I had to keep messaging him saying we're loving it. It's great.
Oh my god! Did you see that on my story when I was in Melbourne? Just then, the Airbnb that I stayed in, and the hair in the bed.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I think that was the same sort of situation.
Oh, it was horrendous. Anyway, and Sean, what's yours? Go. What have you got?
Nothing compared to that.
Something unfortunate, or something good, something cool, or something that I don't know, I don't know. Tell me something.
Tell you something.
Have you got a good sledge or anything that someone said to you, or like?
Every time you sort of play, I learnt against, I don't know, I've never really witnessed this. I played Shane Mumford for the first time I played him, and I thought he'd be very good on the lead, sledging you and things like that.
Yeah.
But he just, for the whole 4 quarters, he just gave me compliments. The weirdest thing. I can tell you,
like what?
Just you've improved so much. That's a great mark. Great kick. Your body works is all impressive. And then
and you're thinking, hang on a minute, is this mind games?
Yeah. So I relaxed, and apparently it's a tactic to make you relax and not be as serious and things like that. So after the game, I went to Aaron Sandilands. I was like, yeah, he just kept giving me compliments. I didn't know what to do. And it's still the strangest game I've ever played in part, just giving me compliments.
That is weird. Yeah, right. There you go. And did it get in your head? Did you play a good game or no?
Played terrible.
Yeah, right. It was all over you.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck. That's it. I guess it's just a little bit talking down condescendingly too. So it's just keeping you back in your place. That's hell funny. Best game you've ever played?
Best game. Probably my second year against Melbourne. Or at the Rising Star on that week. And
nice.
I think I had 30 odd and kicked a couple.
Nice.
I haven't been downhill ever since.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I thought it was going to be one of the games as of recent. You've been on fucking hot form. How's that goal that you kicked?
Yeah. Do you reckon he meant that? Because I don't reckon he meant that. I remember he centered it, went off the side of the
He was kicking out of the second. It could have gone anywhere, but so good it went there.
No, I'd kicked one, not on that angle, but from that pocket the week before, snap away from goals. And I was the exact same thing, a 450 stoppage. And I was thinking, if this spills out, I'm just going to have a crack at it.
Why not? Yeah.
Spilled out on the boundary, Sonny little tap to me, and then
cheers.
You absolutely put some fucking heat
behind
that as well.
Yeah.
They go I literally make the poles higher for your fucking goals. They go soaring over.
The moon balls we're calling it. Kick it as high as you can. No one can catch them, and we're scoring off them, especially the long kicks down the line.
And your best game?
Either Hawthorn last year or Carlton last year.
And run me through the stats for them.
I I think against Hawthorn, I had...
They obviously didn't give you any compliments then.
No compliments. So they were talking down to me. I think I had 25 and 28 hit-outs or something like
Beautiful. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Last question again, sent in from Sean. Why haven't you given back Jared's equipment that I lent you in 2020 lockdown still? Just wondering why that hasn't...
Still using them. Still got the 20-kilo dumbbells.
I dropped him off. I thought I'd be nice, and I dropped him off some fucking weights. Help you do the lockdown. No worries, mate. 2 years ago, still haven't got them back. Brandon's still got weights at mine as well.
He doesn't use them. Yeah, I don't think he's ever used them, whereas I still use them.
But the fact is that if you've got them there, when you go use them, surely in your brain you go, I should probably give these back to Jared, but then you use them still. So that almost makes it worse.
Or then I'm like, I'll use them again tomorrow and then drop them off.
No, you can have them. That's all right. I've conceded those.
I think that.
Beautiful. Well, we'll go into some little deeper stuff in just a second. So I want to dive a little bit deeper into a couple of your answers here. You fucking ready for these? No, it's not. Honestly, they're just stuff that I think that I'd like to know, and I think everybody else would also find very interesting. So, like I was saying before, everyone's like, oh wow, a little bit surprised with Freo and how well you've sort of come out for the first half of the year. I wasn't that surprised because I saw how much work was going in from everyone, and like what I noticed is how tight the group is. Like you guys are mates with so many of them, you know what I mean? Like it's not just like you've got your one little pocket of mates. So what's the feeling down the group this year with all that?
I think
has it been different, rather, I should say?
It was probably our off season, like you spoke about. I think a lot of, because we couldn't really travel anywhere because of COVID and things like that. Yeah, we all stayed here and we're all together. We were all training. I looked at we had a training session down there and there was 25, 30 boys there with coaches. Yeah, this was in September, when we were training. So I think that is a big idea, and then the fact that we're all really similar ages and things like that, growing up together and that makes us really close.
Yeah, definitely. And Blake, yeah?
No, similar. I think if you get one good thing out of COVID, it was that we were able to stay together and train together. I don't think I've had an off season where you're able to train in a big group like that. And when you do have your normal off season, you go away, you might train with your 3 or 4 guys every time, but we're able to train as a group. We all got together ourselves, and we sometimes have 20 guys there, 30. Then other days you have just your normal 5 guys, but then you head to the gym after running, and then there's 15 guys at the gym, and you just mingling and you build that connection with each other.
Well, I think it's funny that kind of just everything kind of works out at the end of the day, because when you obviously weren't able to go home and weren't able to go and do your trips and go to Melbourne, because I know you got lots of friends and everything in Melbourne in the off season, that it kept you here. It's probably worked out very, very good for you and the whole team. Sort of that you almost didn't plan on that happening, but that's probably something that's been really great for the year.
Yeah, for sure. Just building that connection, and I think the club's been really good at trying to instill with us that it's not just about footy, it's about habits and things like building things like that. So it's about the gym, it's about our diets, it's a whole bunch of combination rather than just footy and what's happening on the Sunday, which has been good. Yeah,
definitely. And what I remember is because like you said, you pretty much got into training the week after the grand final with everyone. You got bussed and all that. Pretty much every single, because it was the grand final was obviously moved here in Perth. You all went to the grand final. You're all there, and then saw you guys after. And I remember chatting to you, and I said, did you enjoy the game? And you were like, no, it was a bit shit. I want to be out there fucking playing. It makes me sad. I remember you saying that to me, and I was like, oh, fuck. And then that was just sort of almost, maybe me reading into it a little bit much, but maybe that was that real, don't know, if watching the game and seeing it in front of everyone was almost kind of fuck, we can get there kind of thing. I don't know, but maybe I was reading too much into that, but maybe you're just sad because you want to play a fucking grand final. Probably makes sense. And in terms of your personal goals as well, because obviously you've been with Freo for, a number of years, both of you now, and Blake, you were at Saints and everything before that. And I guess you're both improving so much as well personally with how you're playing, besides the sort of team success. What's been your kind of personal goals leading into the last few years or the last year or sort of going forward? Is there anything you can give us a bit of an insight for any of them?
For me, it was just about being healthy, which is something that in probably my first 3 or 4 years I wasn't very good at. I was playing 4 or 5, anywhere to 10 games and then breaking down. So it's a pretty simple goal, but every goal I just want to play 22 games for the year. That's that's my goal. And like I feel like consistently and playing good enough footy, you'll be recognised. But for me, just being out there every week and ability to impact the team in winning ways like that.
Yep. And then when you've sort of set that goal for yourself, do you break that down and you go, all right, sweet, what do I need to do for all these different aspects? Do you do anything like that, or like, you know, actually write it down? I know lots of guys do like journaling. I literally, for anything I want to do, I quite literally have a big fucking board in my room and it's written up on my board and I'm seeing that every day. And that's sort of what sort of reminded me, and it's broken down into what I have to do for my day, for my week, for my year kind of thing. So is there anything like that you do, like really structured like that, or?
We have diary, so we like...
yes, you do, yeah, yep.
I write down a fair bit. I used to, before we had the diary, I write down on my phone and things like that for goals and like throughout the pre-season. I think you need to simplify. Like, I don't think if you give it like, 6 months, I just want to be better. Like, you've got to simplify it in terms of, next 4 weeks, what are we doing? Like, whether it's something like, for me, in the next 4 weeks, I want to increase my recovery. So it's like going to the beach every day, or like getting an extra massage or things like that. So, I'm pretty big on like simplifying goals for four weeks at a time.
Yeah. Sweet. And Blake? Goals for the year and sort of, you know, last years?
For me, like changing from probably a few years ago, I was thinking about just like becoming a really good, consistent player. But now like sort of at that age now, I want to start winning games, and I haven't played on a winning team yet. So no finals appearances.
Have you not played? You haven't played any finals yet?
Finals yet.
How exciting is that? Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously got a long way to go this season still, but I just want to be on a team that's winning and playing finals and like helping out that winning, help winning games and stuff. So for me it was just this season in particular was just like building on my strengths, which was my running and my athleticism in games. So. I had a big focus in the off season, so I can always fall back on that if I'm not playing so well. I know I can just go back to my run and be physical and always do that. So I can build that consistency. So I'm not having like those bad games, and I keep everything. If I have an off game, it's still going to be like an alright game. But then I have like those good games where I'm like really happy with.
Yeah. And in terms of like you're both such high performers as well in all the aspects of sort of being a professional athlete and just professional athletes in general, what's sort of like your there's so much pressure that comes with having to play, having to perform, all that sort of stuff, and it's like, you know, it's not just from you going into your workplace, it's all the other sort of surrounding noise and everything that comes with being a professional athlete of any, you know, sport. Sean, you obviously had like a, you know, really good improvement with your game, and, you know, you went from being sort of the second ruckman to being the main ruckman, and then Blake as well, like, you know, going from, like you said, sort of being a little bit inconsistent. You've got like, you know, you're maybe another contract coming up for different sort of points of your career. How do you kind of deal with the pressure? Is there anything you do in particular to kind of do that, or is it?
There's a range of things. I think at the end of the day, it's just footy. So like, if you try to put too much pressure on yourself, like it's not like we're saving lives or things like that. At the end of the game, it's just a game, and if you take the enjoyment factor out of football, you're not going to be a happy person. So I think it's important to understand that footy's fun. Yeah. Like we've still got to have fun. That's very true. Yeah. But in terms of pressure, things like routines, like if you have a routine game day, week, like, and you're always doing that, I feel like you don't really put pressure on yourself because you're thinking, all right, I just got to do this, I just got to follow this, and then eventually it will come. And then me personally, I speak to a psychologist. We have a psychologist at the club, Neil, who I speak to quite regularly, who I think is really good just to chat if you've got anything.
Yeah, wicked. No, it's good. Yeah, wicked.
Yeah, and I feel like the difference, like pressure this year, we've had like last year and the year before, we had a lot of injuries in the team. So like you had to like make sure you're available every week, and you might be playing a bit sore some weeks. And like this year, you can sort of like you play well, and you got the pressure from the guys behind you trying to push you and keep you going and get you better. But because we got that availability, you can have like a few injuries and you get less pressure because you know guys coming in and they're going to perform for you. So like we just keep backing up with guys coming in, takes a bit of pressure off, I think, each other. And then, I reckon the fun part of the club, like I think we've really embraced that this year. Like we're doing a few things at the club now.
Yeah, well, I've heard about. Well, I was going to see that was one of my questions before you did the fucking podcast last week. Whatever was what happened? What was the sheriff nickname? And then I heard that, and I was like, right, mate. So you're fines master down the club.
Fines master. So we didn't have.
And I imagine you would be excellent at that. If there is no one with a better set of skills than yourself to make sure the fines go well.
That's good.
He's wanted it since come over, he's always said we need a fines.
Yeah.
So he's finally got his fingers around it.
Yeah,
and he can control it.
yeah.
It's
nice.
good. It's taken a bit of the stress out of the club, I reckon. We have a laugh on. We do it like 2 days out of a game.
And is there criteria for things that you can share, or is it just stories that have happened, things that happen in a game, or is it what's the? You don't have to go into details, just like
there's a few easy ones.
Yeah,
so we got like
50s,
50-meter penalties. So that's automatically just a dice roll, and each number has a different thing to do. And I change them each week. Like some weeks are the same, but other weeks
it's something that they physically have to go and do, or is it
number
money,
one,
or is it?
Well, there's money to it all as well. Yeah. So, like, number one would be wear a suit for a week. So, the club, you got to roll in with a suit and leave in a suit.
You're joking.
Not too hard to do.
That's annoying.
Annoying, yeah.
It's just annoying.
Guys do it for, like, the first 2 days. And
so, anyone got that yet or no?
That's happened a few times,
yeah. Sick. Has anyone questioned as to why they're rolling in suits or no?
Nah. The club knows, like, understand what we're doing. So,
yeah, okay, cool.
If they don't wear a suit, they just get fined that day. They don't wear the suit, so they don't wear a suit for like say 3 out of the 5 days, and it's like $50 a day. So
that's it.
$150. But and then other things are like we bought these hot sauces and did like hot sauce challenges. That didn't last. That was a bit harder to do.
Yeah, that's
like I ordered these real hot sauces. That was no good. So now I just pour it on guys' food at lunch sometimes.
Yeah, I love it.
Lloyd Meat coming up to me one day. He's eating sushi. He's like,
hot?
I'm having a conversation over here, and Lloyd Meat sits down next to me. He's like in tears eating this. He goes, "Hey, Sheriff." I'm like, "You're right, mate." He goes, "Did you hot sauce the sushi?" I go, "Yeah, I did, mate." He goes, "Yeah, you got me." Whispering it to me. I'm like, oh.
I was just zipping down like this.
Yeah, you'll be right, mate. Don't worry about it. Continue on here.
That's so good.
So yeah, we're building up a little kitty. We'll have a bit of fun with it in the year.
Yeah, wicked. I love that. No, it's good. And like you said, it's just about sort of, building that whole fun aspect of it as well, and takes the pressure off everything else. So, no, that's wicked. Thanks for all that. Well, we're going to have a quick little break here. We're going to have a bit of fun with the next bit in a sec. Can't wait to do this next bit.
All right. Get the masters in there.
Yeah, make sure you give that sponsorships in there. There we go. Very good. Very good. All right. So, we're going to have a bit of fun for this next bit. I want to have a bit of a on-recording brainstorm with it as well. So my idea was I want to prank phone call someone, and you're very good at, like, I thought you would, not going to come to the podcast today. For the messages you were sending me, you get me all the fucking time. I can't quite tell what's real and what's not real. So I thought we better capitalise on that. And I thought, is there someone that we can call? I was thinking maybe Darcy Tucker, because he's like, or someone really nice.
No, I've got one. I've got a first
someone that's really nice, and we can try to, trick him into something. My initial thought was either get them to help you with something inconvenient, or ring up and say, I'm with, I don't know, so-and-so's son, and I'll pretend to be the son in the microphone.
I got one. One of the boys is one of the first years, he's real stingy. He's had COVID, so he wasn't able to wear his suit, wasn't out at the club for the week, and he's going to wear a suit, and he messaged me saying that's his suit punishment done because he wasn't at the club for the week. I said, you owe $600, basically, and he's absolutely cracked it at me. So I can maybe ring him and say, mate, I said you can wear the suit next week. And he said, all right. He said, just sent me K dot, like, absolutely cracked it. I might just call him and just tell him.
About the suit?
I might say he's got to pay up.
You got to pay up.
I'm going to say you owe the $600.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right, cool. I like that. I like that. And then for Sean, is there someone that we could ring? And maybe the idea that I was going down with that was maybe saying you're with someone's, they've got their son here. I'll just put him on loudspeaker. I was trying to get through to Fifey or Dave or whoever, and I couldn't get through to him. Can I just put on loudspeaker? Can you just pretend to be He won't know. He won't know, and just see if they'll put on a bit of a voice or something.
I reckon Chappie would be all right.
Yeah?
I could ring Chappie.
All right, cool. All right, well, let's connect these up. I'll connect your phone to this.
Funny. I'm going to tell him he owes the money.
Who is it?
Neil Erasmus.
Okay, cool. All right. So go on your Bluetooth. Pin Sean down for a second. All right, are you ready?
Yeah. Do I put on speaker or just call?
No, just call to come through. You'll hear it through your headphones. It'll actually come through here. It's fucking sick, this sort of thing.
6, 1, 4, 2.
He's declined the call.
He's not happy.
He knows that
he's not happy.
All right, we'll go down.
Call him one more time. How's he just hang up on me?
He's on Do Not Disturb. I reckon he's shaking. He knows what's coming. He's going, this can't be good. The sheriff's calling. No. All right, he's done. We'll give him 5. We'll loop back round, all right? We'll loop back round, all right? I like that. He's shaking. The best thing, I know that he's shaking in his boots there. All right, let's take the Bluetooth off yours. All right, so what are we doing? What's the plan here?
I think I'm going with, got a friend who's got a cousin who really wants Fifey to chat to, and
just say a couple of things. Yeah.
And like just talk a bit of shit, and then be like, I couldn't get onto him. I didn't really want to get onto him either. So like, do you reckon you can just pretend?
Yeah.
And we put body badge on.
And I'll go on and I'll say, I'll put him on loudspeak, so it might be a bit weird, like the audio. And sort of, oh, is that Fifey? Yeah. I like it. We're gonna get Blake
call
down.
him.
Yep. Okay.
Please
I'm
answer.
gonna be able to do it. Come on, Heath.
No.
You have reached the.
Oh, sorry.
Who else?
Come on. Maybe we
else
should just
could
ring Fifey.
Do you reckon Lloyd me?
Me.
Mate, do you reckon he'd do it?
What'd he do? You reckon Meek will... Can you get the Meek?
Or will he be too nice about it? He'll be like, no, you can't do that.
Maybe ask Meek if you want.
Well, that's all right.
Egg Sheriff's house.
Yep.
Say it again.
Egg my house.
Yeah, okay.
See if
all
you'll
right.
do it. So Meek, I'm running around. I'm going to get back to Sheriff. I need you.
All right.
I bet yours in 5.
Right, we're going down. Someone fucking answer.
Oh, we're busy. We're busy people.
Oh my god, you're not though.
Hey,
Meek, what's going on?
not much. How are you?
Yeah, good. Sheriff's crossed me too much. I've had enough of him.
What's he doing?
Yeah, so he's egged, like, he's got my car, and he's like, somehow, like, moved my car and then put flour on it. So I've had enough of him. What are you doing? Are we going to egg his house?
No, I'm with Wayne. We're fixing some doors.
Yeah, after. I'll come pick you up in like 20 minutes, and we're just.
I'm not getting involved in your shit.
Nah, bro, come on.
Nah, no way.
Why not?
Nah, I got stuff to do.
You know, Sheriff he'll stuff up your house.
Maybe
Like,
not with him. Sorry.
because it's who else is it going to be?
Wait to hear me. Push it up towards. Could have been a random, mate.
What? So it was you two together. You guys are hanging. Oh, don't tell me it was you two.
Mate, it's not. We've fucking been here all morning. We've got the TPG technician as an alibi.
Meeky, you've passed the test, mate. It's body match. It's body match here, right? You've got Blake on the line as well. We just wanted to see if you're a good enough bloke that you wouldn't go and egg Blake's house, and you passed the test. So well done.
Good job,
well
mate.
done.
Nice, Meek.
Well done, Meeky. Very, very good. You're a good bloke. Well done.
And then points there, Meek.
Good job, mate. Enjoy those doors. Very well done.
So, bro.
See you, mate. Enjoy.
Too nice a bloke.
Oh,
well
he's just
done,
the
mate.
nicest guy.
Too
isn't he?
nice. God damn. All right, I reckon we try.
Who else would get me? I'll call someone and try and get him to come get you.
Get me here.
Yep.
Who should we?
Griff?
JT.
JT.
He'd be up for it. Say that.
Is he back? Yeah, he's back.
He's back.
What? So it's Sean's done something to your house?
No, I'm going to get Meek. So we're going to get Meek.
Oh, we're gonna go. Just turning. Oh no! After the buy round, the team falls apart. they've all been egging their houses in the fucking break. Are you connected?
Yeah, I'm connected.
Nah, you got to do me. So you're going to get.
Yeah, you're gonna go get
Sean
Sean.
a new house.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go give him a housewarming present.
JT.
I've had it. Good.
Yeah.
All right, bring it down. Here we go. Josh Tracy. Here we go.
Can't be. JT.
Happening.
Nah, not much, mate. What are you up to?
Fuck all, mate. It's doing a bit of housework.
You want to go get the big Sean or what?
What are we going to do?
He just moved into his new house, and I don't reckon it's locked because he's missing a window on it. We can go fuck around with it a little bit.
Understood.
You keen?
Right, come pick me up.
All right, I'll be at yours in about 5 minutes.
Righto.
What do you want to do to it? What do you reckon? Honey it?
Has he got he's got a heap of plants and shit out the back, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he wants them removed though.
We can put them on the roof or something.
Put them on the roof. You could do
Back
that.
veranda or something.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right, let's do that then.
We'll see what we can work with when we get there.
All right, JT,
serious,
it's
guys?
Potty Magic and Sean
hell,
here,
bro?
right? You're on the Potty Magic,
better than
right?
that.
We thought we'd just ring you up to see if you were going to be a good bloke or not, and if you would go and destroy Sean's new house. And it sounds like you're done.
Like, come on, bro. You're smarter than that.
I had a feeling this was coming because Sean sent me a video before and used at
Oh, you're a dog. All right.
Good on you, JT.
You're dumb.
Loyal.
You're
And then I
dumb.
wasn't sure because Jake wasn't full serious when he was talking, and then I was like, I reckon his wish.
You were so up for it from the second that you were just like, yeah, well, yeah, right. What are we going to do? And Blake had no ideas, and you're like, oh, yeah, let's do this.
Because when the sheriff has shit like that, you just go along with
You have to go along with it. Yeah, there might be bigger fines coming if you don't. Yeah, he's got the rain on the town at the moment.
2-0 today.
Not
That's
happy,
loyal.
mate.
JT's loyal to the sheriff.
Love your work,
Thanks,
Joshy.
JT.
Thanks for that.
Thanks, fellas.
That was good. That was good. That was very good. Fucking
So I've
JT.
written Meek and he said no, and then you rang JT and he said yes. I think everyone's scared of you. That's about
Be
it.
careful of your house, eh? That was fucking excellent. So boys, what I thought we'd do is one. You know how I'm into cards.
Yep.
So remember how this was what I try to do with everybody that I've trained. I try to get their rookie card. So the first card that you've done or the first whatever, your rookie card. Hard to get.
Yeah,
Do you
very
want
hard.
to know how much I paid for your Future Force rookie card? Do you want to know how much this one was, right?
I'm pretty sure I know how much.
So, for example, I got Luke's one last year. That was $300 for that card, right? Blake Akers came in at a whopping 99 cents with delivery. With delivery.
So it was free.
It was pretty much free, but look at that. Gee, look. Have you seen your write-up on the back? Smooth moving and classy medium midfielder who uses the ball very effectively. Boots it 20 rows and back into the fucking stand. Wins the football on the inside and the outside, distributing on either side of the body, hand or foot. Very good. Very good. Nice nice one. Anyway, I'll get you to sign that one for us. Might be worth $1.99 now, so that's good. And Sean, I've got Sean cards, but you haven't got have you signed any yet for them? Any place yet? I can't get any because I want to get your seat. You haven't signed any for any, have you?
I've signed a couple of these.
Yeah.
Oh no, but
No
as
number
in,
nines.
but no,
First
but
number
as in
nine.
like oh beautiful, that is nice. Thank you very much. That's very good. But I mean like select or team coach haven't come to you and gone, here's some money, sign these cards for you yet.
No, I think we do get a little bit. Then we get like
Oh,
royalties
for these ones you would do,
don't-
but they haven't sent you some cards to sign.
Oh, no.
So that's what I'm waiting to get from either one of your ones to get there. You'll get one this year. So you haven't signed any this year. Fuck, it means the next lot is gonna. Anyway, I've got your common one. So yeah, give me a signature on that one, Shawnee. You know, make it another one. Make it two. I might give one away. We'll give one away to a listener of the podcast. Oh, that's nice.
Good stats here.
Hey, good stat. What have we got?
We got 2.8 kicks, 6.1
Oh.
handballs,
Mate, this is when I was no good. This is when I was no good.
8.9 disposals, and a whopping 22 hitouts. So that's all right
22 total or per game?
per game.
Oh, that's not bad.
22.1 per game.
Nice.
Sucked.
And that's an average. You must have had some games that was
Big
less
year.
kicks than that.
That's a massive year, man.
Now, I've got these other ones as well, right? So I thought I'd, while we're here, I'm gonna give these away to viewers or listeners rather to the podcast. I've got Darcy Tucker. Can you just do a Darcy Tucker signature? So this is Blake Akers signing for Darcy Tucker. Not many of these around, all right?
No,
These
no
are
signature.
extremely rare. Very, very rare.
Tucker,
Number is he?
18.
No.
It's on the fucking card.
18, yeah, that's right. You were wrong.
Yep, that's good. We've got a Nat Fife signed by Sean Darcy. This will be good.
Sign this. Another Doig.
Very, very sought after cards, these ones. Oh, wow. He couldn't have done it better himself. That is so good.
That's horrendous.
That's good. We've got a Dave Mundy, signed by
Doig
Blake
medalist.
Akers.
Nah, that's a
You do
Doig
that.
medalist one as well. He's a Doig.
Doig, yep.
Yep.
I've got the next one perfect for you. I've got an Andy Brayshaw, which is funny because you're stealing all of his fucking votes off him. So do that one there for us.
Future Doig.
Oh, They're horrendous.
I've just signed my signature on that.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's right. You're stealing his
Texas
Brownlow
on
anyway,
that.
so that's all right. Oh, sorry. Is it really? It's actually just the card. It's got the glossy stuff over the top. These ones might be easier. I've got an Adam Chera. Oh no, we won't do that one. We'll do a tabs.
Slabinar.
Do a good tabs.
Slabinar. Slabinar.
Oh, that's nice. Again, we've got a Matt Tabernar signed. Slabinar signed by Gaggers. Boys, thank you very, very much for coming down and doing the podcast. I'd really appreciate you always getting around all my stuff, all my dummies to shit with the videos, coming to train, doing the podcast. I do really, really appreciate it. Good luck for the rest of the year.
Thanks for having us on.
Beautiful.
Fun.
Thank you.